Hello guys, welcome back to a new video on the One Sister channel where we talk about everything Fortnite creative related. Today I'm going over the patchwork tool and all the devices that are linked with it. So let's get right into the video. Today, did you hop into creative and then open your creative inventory and click on devices and you saw all of this and it looks super overwhelming? Welp. Today I'm going to go over it. Here are all the devices that are in here. And I'm going to show you not how to use every individual one because that would take too long, but how to show you the general use of all of them. So getting right into it, this looks like a lot, but I have categorized this into different sections. So if you look over here, I have categorized every single one of these devices over here into here. So basically, before I get into any of this, I want to show you what this does. So basically how this works, after you put down all your devices over there or over there, you are going to want to open your weapons. If you don't already have it, you're going to want to get the patchwork tool. And this tool allows you to fiddle with all these and click on anything on here. So when you pull it out, it should look something like this. It should look like a line with maybe something above it. All of them should look like that. What you do to get out of this mode is you have to go right here and hover over the arrow. You're going to click your patchwork tool and it will open all of your menus for this device. So I have done that to all these devices right here and they're all expanded out so we can see them all. And basically all this is a music sequence device thing. So it's like a software in Fortnite. So it's like Fortnite made their own music creating software, which is actually crazy for a video game like this to do. So basically all these things, not all of them, but most of them have an input and an output. The input is right here. This is the input, this side. And the output is over here. The inputs and outputs are all color-coded. So this one has a yellow on this side and a yellow on this side. That means only these yellows, if I take this right here, only this yellow one can attach into here. So only yellows can attach to here, and only yellows can attach to here. So only yellows can attach to both sides. So what I did here is what they're color-coded. One yellow on the right means there's one yellow output. And as you can see, there's one yellow output right here, and there's nothing on this side. Because these are the starting music things. These are the two things you want to use to get started with your music. This is a note sequencer. This, you can do all your different notes. And you could change that if you want it to be a piano, violin, any of that. And this is your beats. This is like a beat maker. So this is like your basic notes. This is your beat maker. You can't combine these together. You have to make two different sequences for them. But this is what you're going to start off with. And I'll get into that more. So this has one yellow output. These have two yellow outputs. So I put two yellow blocks. And this is a yellow and then a turquoise. But I just put blue. So yellow and blue. And then this has two blues for input and output. As you can see, they all have two blues. This one over here has one purple on the right. So one output, that's purple. And this is an outlier. This is just basically the tempo of your song or whatever you want. The key, whatever. This is like the note and what it is. And this is basically it for the inputs and outputs. So let's get into how to make a song. First of all, you're going to want to grab one of these beginner things. So I'm going to start off with our note sequencer. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it right here. This is called the N sequencer. And if it's not expanded for you, you can just do this. Boom. This will open this menu. These are all your keys for your notes. So you can like click a note and you can make different beats. You won't be able to hear it yet because we haven't added on our speaker, which is over there. So this is the basic thing here. You could turn up the length of it. And you could turn up and down all these settings. You can change the step rate, how fast it plays. So a fourth of a note, a half a note, eighth of a note, just like that. Timing style, and this is the timing that it plays. There's just a ton of settings in here that you can mess around with. But basically, say this was my song and I want this to be my song. This has one yellow output here. So that means I'm going to look for one with one yellow input. So I can put my input to my output. So let me look over here. I can pick any one of these two or these because they both have yellow inputs just like that. So I'm just gonna pick this one right here. This has detune and vibration. So I'm gonna grab this, bring it on over here. And then, you're gonna wanna take your patchwork tool. You're gonna wanna take this yellow thing, hold it just like this, bring it on right over here and plug it in. And what that will do is it will link this to this, and you can see the energy going through the line. So that is linked to this. So what does this do? This is called iPlay, and it'll change your detune and vibration. So it just changed the sound of it. If you hold down, and you can adjust it just like this, or you can go into the actual settings and you can adjust it like the normal. So you can't hear anything right now because we haven't added the speaker. So to adjust any of this, we need to add our speaker. So if we look right here, there's a blue output. So that means we should look for a blue input. So this is our speaker. Our speaker has a blue input. So we can take the speaker, bring it on over here. And just like this, let's line this up a little. Just like that. You're going to want to take your blue and plug it into here, and you should hear audio. Just like that. Let me turn up the volume of my sound. So now you can hear it more. Turn up the volume here too. So you should be able to hear it. Perfect. And once you're here, you can adjust anything here. So you can adjust the detune to make it sound how you would like. You can adjust the vibration. If I turn this up all the way, it will sound weird. These will adjust. The vibration rate is every that many notes. So you can adjust any of these settings to make it. So basically, this is your starting for the note. This is your middle. This is where you adjust it a little bit. And this is your speaker. This is where it comes out. This is where you hear the audio from. Just like that. And if you want to turn it off, you just detach this and it'll stop. So that's for the note maker. And there's all these other ways you can, like, say I took this right here. Say I take this, bring this over. You can also use this instead of this, or whatever you want. Whatever has a yellow input and blue output. So everything is color coded. So if you get confused, you can only link the colors to the colors. So see that right here, this is yellow. You can only link it to the yellow. Or blue over here, you can only link it to the blue. Basically, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the next one does over here. So these are the effects adjust. So as I said, you have the basic. It goes into your effects. And you can also, between the speaker and the effects, you can also add any of these blue to blue effects. Because blue to blue, you can like take one of these right here. You can do like this one. You can bring this one over here. You can bring this with your thing here and bring it there and then there. And you can adjust it even more. The more like boosted you make it, the more the line will show it. So if I turn this up, it will show like a really hyper line. So now we have our song, and it's basically a sequence of events. You start off with the song, you make the multiple effects or whatever you want to add to the note, and then you output it through your speaker, just like that. And I'm going to stop this for a second, and I'm going to show you what the purple one does over here. So basically, these purple ones are a tone adjust. So I put an example back here of what it is. So this one is for the bass and the drums and stuff. So you can take one of these things, and you can actually plug it into one of these. I'll show you when we do the bass, but you can plug it into one of these. So if you take these purple ones are special. They look a little different. You can take it, and you can actually plug it right into there. You can plug it into any tune or volume for that shape. And I'll show you that more in a little bit. So when I plug it into tune, I can adjust every block up here at the tune. They all sound different when you do it, so you just gotta kind of fiddle with it. And the easier one that makes more sense to me is this one. This one makes the most sense to me when I do this. So if I bring this over here, place it in the middle, and you can actually attach this to, like, let's do vibration again, and then we'll all turn a vibration. Let me plug my music in, and you can turn the vibration up and down for every part of the song. I'll let you listen to this right now. So as you can see, all these things have different vibration effects. If I switch it over to detune, they all turn to detune and it sounds different, just like this. So that's basically the basics of how the note tune thing works. So it starts here, goes through one or two or as many effects as you want. And this is a second effects panel that can attach to these effects panel. And then it goes right here into your speaker that will play the audio. On the speaker, you can adjust the volume up and down. And on here, you can change all these different settings. It's basically, most of this is just about fiddling and seeing what sounds you want and how you would like it. The next thing is the beat maker. So you cannot use these together, I believe. These are new, so I might be wrong. Let me know if anything's wrong down in the comments below. But if I start out with my beat maker, just like this, as you can see, my tempo is going through every single line of this. So basically, I just made a blank canvas for us. So let me grab the speaker really quick. The speaker is used for everything. And I actually need one of the middle things. So let me grab one of these too. Just to connect it up for now. I'm just going to use this to temporarily connect this. So boom and boom. Just to hear it. So, as you can see, we can add our own beats. So if we take this shape here and we go like boom, 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 it should play through the speaker. So if I add a circle one, or if I add triangles, it's a little quiet right now. I'll turn it up in a second. If I just add triangles everywhere. So say that was my beat or something like that. It would go through here, and I can change this. Let me add a different one. Let me use this one instead. I'm going to place this there, hook that, and so actually for this one, you're going to want to add your beats, and then you're going to want to get this tone adjuster one over here. I just took it off. You're going to want to take this tone adjust one. You're going to want to come down here, place it right there, adjust these, hook these into there and there. And there you go. It's a little hectic right now, so you can take some out. So every shape is a different sound, basically. So say that was my beat right there. That's a pretty good beat. Let me turn the volume up. And this is our knob here, so we can adjust the volume accordingly. So every one of these columns is used for a different shape. So this column is for this kind of shape, which is right there. This one is for the circle, which is right there. These. So every one of these is used for a different thing. So this shape is that one. The circle is for this column, and so on. So if I want to adjust any one, say I only had like this. Say I only did this with it, and I only put the circles. There we go. Say I only put the circles on there, and that's the only sound that's being made. As you can see, the circle is the only one right here that the block is lighting up for. So that's the circle. So let me grab a purple one over here so I can change the tune of it. Take this purple thing that could connect right into here. Say I can put it on the volume of this one. And now I can adjust the volume of this. Let me bring this up a little bit. And I can adjust the volume of this. You could change the length, the volume of anything in the circle. Just like that. And if I change from this to volume to tune, it can change the tune of the beat. As you can see, this changes. I'll show you right here. Listen. That changes the tune of it. And if I wanted to add more of these onto here, say I wanted to add the square, and I just added the square randomly like every other. Say that was my beat now, right? If that was my beat, I would have to get another one of these for the square one. So if I come over here, I have to grab another one of these things, bring it over here, and then take this purple thing, link it up to the square tune. And now this is the one for the circle, and this is the one for the square, and you can adjust them, all your sounds individually, just like you would in a software. So if I turn this up or down, it will change the tune. So if I unplug this real quick, I can show you that it's every single line right here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Every single line, it will keep changing. So I can change the bar to 1 bar. Say it's 1 bar, so I can plug this in. Just like that. So every time it goes through the whole sequence right here, it'll only move over 1 and it'll change the tune. As you can see, the green box highlights where you're at. So if I adjust that one, this will adjust the tune 8 times for every time it goes through here. So it goes through once, it does that one, it goes through another time, it goes on that one, another one is that one, and it just keeps repeating. So if I just listen here, just like that, and that's how you make all your beats. If you would like to adjust the volume for these, just like that, if I add this, and I adjust the volume for the circle, and I adjust the volume for the square, just like that. It looks like a lot, it looks like chaos right now, but it's not, I promise. I can adjust the volume for each individual one. So if I want the first one louder, I want this one quieter. Just like this. Boom. You can adjust the volume for the circle ones individually or this one individually. So basically all this does is adjusting individual things within that beat or that sound. So basically these two work for my circle's tunes and my volume, and these two work for my system's tune and volume. So they both work for the circle and the square. This is the square, this is the circle. If you wanted to add more, say I wanted to add another one, just like this, boom and boom, I would have to plug this one into the shape one of the circle, and I would have to plug this one into the shape one of the square. So now we are adjusting all 3 volumes for every single shape. So this is my volume, no, this is my tune, this is my volume, and this is my shape. Tune, volume, shape for the circle one and the square one on my grid here. And even if you want to, before it gets outputted to the speaker here, you could add another effect. So there is just so many things you can do with this. It's actually crazy. You can add, let's see, you can add shatter tame. You can add this in the middle. Boom, because they connect perfectly. And you can adjust the settings on here. Boom. And there you go. That's a whole entire music thing. So this is exactly what you would be able to do in a software, but it's really cool. So go try it out yourself. It's a lot of messing around. If you have any questions, and I know there will be questions on this, please leave them down in the comments. I try to answer as many comments as I possibly can. If this did help you, please use code PEEPER in the Fortnite item shop. It would really appreciate it. And subscribe to this channel if it did help. I will probably be making more videos on this. So stay tuned. Thank y'all for watching. A sister out.